Hello, what's up everybody, it's Yoshinator195 here, coming at you with another gaming commentary video from Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and this time we're going to be playing Stakeout, basically the Stakeout 24/7 game mode, so who knows what's going to happen here in terms of which game modes I'm actually going to get. I think initially I was a little bit like, oh, what are we doing? Are we doing free-for-all or something? Or, wait a minute, this is not domination. And I was like, what's this face-off kill order? And I was like, oh yeah, I remember this now. And I forgot how crazy Stakeout was, because I so stupidly was thinking shootouts 24/7, which was a little bit, bigger. It's still kind of small, but man, oh man. Stakeout 24/7 is nuts, and I think the theme for this video is going to be how to grind for camos or where to do that, because Stakeout 24/7 is probably the best go-to for that. It is absolutely nuts, and I think I started realizing that maybe after, even the first 30 seconds, but after like a minute or two, I changed my gun to be the shotty, because I'm like, if I'm ever going to use a shotgun, which I rarely use in Black Ops 6, it's just, I don't know, sometimes it's not as fun and it's not as easy or enjoyable compared to the past Call of Duty, so I generally stay away from them. But I'm like, if there's ever going to be a time that I'm going to use a shotty, it's going to be in this map, because man, the tight corridors and rooms and the small spaces in this map are just absolutely wild. And I mean, this game mode particularly, I think, is also very incentive to people just going crazy, going absolutely wild and running around corners. So many seconds, passing where people just going to be within your vicinity. So having a shotgun just right there is probably the best thing for that. And I think if you're going to grind for camos, this may be the one particular game mode exception where I would say go for your life. If you just want to run around trying to kill people however way you want to, just to grind for a camo or prestige, so be it. This map it's just almost too crazy that the point of the objective is so low. Like, I don't care what objective it is. It's the focus is really just on just trying to survive. That's what I feel. So like, just try to survive with this map. That alone is a challenge in itself. So you can forget about the objective. Just try to remain alive for more than 30 seconds, because I tell you what, I struggle to do so. And so if you want to grind for camos, go do it, And I think at some point, I'll still try, and I think I'm right. Oh, I was so happy to get that blast trap kill. My goodness, I thought that was so clever. I could see that blast trap and he just came right across it. I was like, I hope this works. And it did, and I loved it. And so I'm trying to protect the HVT, which is actually, I think it's actually one of my favorite new game modes that they've introduced. Like I think every couple Call of Duties, they'll probably bring in like a new game mode to try out, and things like kill confirmed, hard point, were all kind of very, maybe, I don't know if they were risky decisions, but it was a risk. It was a new game mode to try out, and for what it's worth, I really enjoyed both of those. I really enjoyed the challenge and the way they blended it in, and kind of also the reward for effort for people that wanted to play objective, particularly for kill confirm. So things like that, I was like, it was a good addition to the game. And I think Hive HVT, correct me if I'm wrong, is the new addition for Black Ops 6 out of all the Call of Duties. And to me, it's also been a very fun one where I like the idea of just like, I don't know, going for like it's not an MVP, but like, yeah, just someone on their team, like they're the president, just take him out. And that's all it is. Like, just you have to go and chase him, run and chase him. And sometimes it can be frustrating. Like, even like when I see the high HVT right there, I shoot him with a shotgun, and because they got like, I guess there's a protective barrier around them, just doesn't down him. I'm like, oh, frustrating. Like, it defeats the purpose of having a shotgun. And I've talked about it, like a shotgun should always be a one shot, one kill. Like there, it's like 1 second. That's what it should be. And man, somehow I joined this game randomly, it was a match in progress. Look at that. Top of the ladder, I'm like, oh, loving it. Like, maybe this shotgun is okay. And I think I see this guy, because I hadn't modified I think it's the marine shotgun at all. And this guy's, I think, using the dragon breath. And I'm like, god damn, alright, let's see if I can actually, you know, change my attachments, because you know what? Double XP weekend, like that's what, let's go. Double prestiges, double battle pass, double weapon. Let's actually try and do something with the shotgun. Can it actually be fun? Is the ultimate question that I'm trying to solve, because I've, up until this point, just had terrible times with shotguns, and I think there's only 3 of them or something, right? I think there's not the AUG, the AES or something like that. And then there's this one, and I don't know the last one. It's like, man, shotguns used to be like so much fun back in the day. Like even if I didn't play the game like Modern Warfare 2 as much, I'd be watching people going around with, I think it's the Lockwood, just knocking people with the Kimbo Lockwoods, just going around destroying people. And I came from COD 2, the trench gun. Oh my god, I love the trench gun. But like, you know, Kimbo shotguns, and I think there was another one where it was like, yeah, it was like semi-auto. You're just gonna just, you know, just put the, you know, hold the trigger down and, or just, sorry, spam the trigger and just, you know, tear up people. Like, that's what it's all about. And it was kind of fun because of how, like, not semi-easy, but like how laid back and casual you can be with a shotgun and still kill people. Like, you know, obviously, you know, the advantage is just to be close, and the disadvantage is it doesn't work far away, so that's the balance. But you know, for those who just want to go around spraying and praying, that's what the shotgun is for. That's why I love the shotgun. I just want to spray and pray to some extent. So now I've like put on the 12 gauge Dragon's Breath, and I'm like, oh, alright, here we go. Because I've seen this like a couple times, and you just like rain hellfire down upon someone. That's what you want to do. And so I'm like, okay, let's see how we go with Stakeout again. And I think it's again kill order with a HVT target. And so I'm like really like gonna push it. I'm gonna go for the, you know, the main guy right away. And I think I even put on flak jacket, all this stuff, because I hadn't even changed the class. So yeah, I was like taking a risk. Cooking the grenade, I thought just would have had him. Maybe it didn't bounce off correctly. That was a big risk. I didn't realize that the door was closed. I go in, I'm right there, and like, I tell you what, when you do hit a shotgun, like that feels just nice. Like, oh, just that sound effect and that crunch noise when you're so close to them. It's like, and so I'm just like loving life right now. I'm like, I forgot how, you know, satisfying the Dragon's Breath can be as well. Like, look at that. Just, you put him on fire. Like, you shoot it and their body goes on fire. Like, how satisfying the shotgun is. And this guy just, I don't know, bad time, bad place. He was just sprinting, and man, I think this is the perfect map for a shotgun. Can someone explain to me how that guy didn't die? I was yelling at myself. 3 shotgun, like, I give you a pass for the first one. Definitely should be killed by the second one. No one should, and by God, 3 shots from a shotgun, that's unheard of. I'm okay with it not downing him the first time, sometimes, you know. Maybe you just didn't get him in the right area, whatever. Usually it should be a 1-shot, 1 kill. So 2 max. But 3? 3? Are you kidding me? That to me is unacceptable. I don't know how that guy survived. He wasn't even, I don't think it was the HVT target. Like, I get the HVT having a bit more, you know, health and barrier protective shield around it, but that's just not right. And I think in this game mode, yeah, this game particular, there was one guy, his name is Anakin. I remember his name. I would write it down in my diary. Anakin, you shall die. But he was going around just using the meat cleaver and tearing me up every time. I'm like, God, what is going on? Like, who is this guy? And it just became like, again, I take it personal sometimes. I just got to stop doing that. And I was just getting so frustrated that he was going around with a meat cleaver, and I was like, no, this cannot happen. And I think I started like switching it up. I was like, all right, I've had my fun time with the shotgun, but clearly this guy's going around with the meat cleaver. I'm gonna, like, you know, start switching it up and go with my knives only. So that's I think that's what I do. But you know, I think it's the game after this. My apologies. Anakin will be coming, so stay tuned for that. You'll see exactly what I mean. And something, I don't know, sometimes the meat cleaver, just the way, it's not like Commando from Modern Warfare 2, but like, it almost felt like a bit of a lunge kill. That, you know, just could take that extra step to kill me. And it just was like frustrating, so, yeah. But, look, I think if you want to grind for camos, this is definitely the map to do so. Even more so than Nuketown. Nuketown is not as chaotic as Stakeout. There's a lot more room, there's a lot more space. Here, I don't even know, like, I don't even know if you could camp or hold down an area. Like, it's just that wild, and my shotgun skills sometimes are slipping. Look at that, that's just disgusting. But there's just some areas that you can hold down fairly easily in Nuketown, like the upper house levels. But here it's like, I don't know where you stand. Like, it's all death. It's all too much. Like, I think this is perfect for someone who's just, you know, has the shortest attention spans, or just like, I need action, I need da-da-da-da-da. And don't do what I do, by the way, there. Like, I was so good the last couple games where I'm trying to break this habit of don't throw a grenade and follow that path of the grenade that you just threw it. Don't do that. Just wait a couple seconds, let the grenade pop off. I'll throw a grenade and go somewhere else. Don't do what I do. Learn from my mistakes. It's so stupid. Every time I kill myself that way, I just like slap myself. I'm like, stop doing that. But yeah, Stakeout can be a little bit, I don't know, is it anxiety inducing? I don't know. It's a lot of attention overload potentially, so you can be too chaotic where you're like, oh my god, what is going on? What is going on? And like, you know, maybe to the point where you can only play it so much because it's just chaos. It's just crazy chaos. So at some time you just need to like go play something else that's a bit more relaxed and chilled. And I've talked about like my enjoyment for like the game mode Headquarters, which is very underrated, I feel, where it can be a good balance of just absolute chaos as people try to go for that area to get the Headquarters, and then the calmness. You know, when you die you have to wait till the next round, and that's it. But something like Stakeout, and I think even the game mode itself being a kill order, is just, it incentivizes people to run around like headless chickens, going around shooting people like absolute madmen. And that's what you're going to get with a mode like this, which is the perfect environment and setting for those who just want to try to level up any random gun that they can think of. I think apart from the sniper rifle, I've seen a couple guys, like there's this kind of alleyway where people will like to try and mount their gun on this bench and just look down this little corridor and see if they can snipe people, which is, I guess, fairly easy. But even then, I don't know if it's like, it's too chaotic for me. Whereas like I'd rather still like Nuketown, that lane to be that sniping kind of point of view where you can grind that. Because to me this is like shotties, submachine guns, AR. I don't even think there's anything else. Oh, also knifing. People that want to like get the meat cleaver out, or they want to level up their knife, whatever reason, that's the way to go, because it's just chaos. It's just, you're just running around so much, and you're gonna run into people within 3 seconds sometimes. To the point where even like the spawns, I question. But with a map like that, I can forgive Treyarch for being a little bit like, it's hard to give a good spawn in that map. So however they designated, I don't know, the algorithm or the robotic kind of assessment of what's the safest spot to put in that map when you do spawn in, it's tough. So what can you do? You're just gonna, as soon as you spawn into a map like this, just prepare for your chaos right away. Your alert should be like tuned up to the max as soon as you come into Stakeout. And thankfully now I see Anakin has joined our lobby, and you're gonna see fairly quickly what this man does to me and a couple other people. I just saw him like in the killing kind of kill feed, just like cleaver, cleaver. And I'm like, somebody kill this guy. Like, god damn it. Like, don't make me go on a personal vendetta. Somebody kill this guy, please. He should not be allowed to go around with a knife. But then you start switching it up and he's like, you know what? If I can't join him, beat him. Oh, sorry, if I can't beat him, join him. So idiot. But I just want to quickly pause here. To run around that, to capture C. I thought I was going to get this guy, but to capture C like that, I was very happy with myself. But yes, if you can't beat him, join him. So, you know, you try your best to kind of stick to your guns in terms of, you know, warm yourself up into your game mode and your strategy, back yourself to an extent. You know, you've got the class, you've got the loadout, you know, your experience in the previous game. You know, to a level, you have to go for it. Keep going that course. You know, you don't just quit so easily. But then, conversely, and there's the first mate cleaver kill. Like, conversely, you need to know when to definitely sunken cost fallacy, call it quits and switch it up and try something different that's going to potentially be better and make it work. Because if you just, you know, doing the same thing over and over again, it's very repetitive. It's the definition of insanity, because you're doing the same thing but expecting different results. And look at Anakin right here. I was like, no. I could see him so hard, and thank God, like, there is, you know, maybe a little bit of a lunge factor, but nowhere near as bad as it was in Modern Warfare 2 with that commando just, hui, and you just like leap like 3-4 meters to freaking knife someone. It's wild. So Anakin there, I was like, there's no way he's gonna kill me. Please God, if I don't get this kill, I'm gonna rage quit. And I think, oh, that's just dirty right there. Doing me when I'm reloading. It's like, it's so hard to kill, you know, what can I say? I think domination here in this game mode on Stakeout, I think I was going for it a little bit more so, you know, and trying to kind of, I think I put on some smokes and trying to camp the areas around that a little bit more to just, you know, see if we could win. But honestly, again, you could be forgiven for not going for the objective in this game mode, in this map. Sorry, you could be forgiven. But I tell you what, if you do win, you know, domination, you know, on this map, it feels good. It feels like, because it's tight. Usually it feels like, because of the chaos. You know, forget about the score, whatever it is, but just holding down a flag and just trying to be, you know, near it and locking it down. My goodness, it is a challenge. So you feel like you've done something, and compared to some maybe other maps out there. And right here, I think I'm starting to realize, you know what? Nah, it's time to knife. Let's go, Anakin. Where are you? You know, I don't have a meat cleaver, but I got a knife. Let's start knifing some people. And man, ooh, got the first one. Oh, I felt so good. I felt like, you know, I used to watch Only Use Me Blade, who just go around knifing, and right there I was like, nah, stick to the knife. When you miss 3 shotguns in a row, just stick to the knife. And it's an interesting kind of sound effect. It doesn't like, you know, I complain about the commando lunge back in Modern Warfare 2, but I kind of, the only thing I would have kept is just a little bit of that, I don't know, that knifing action or that sound effect, like just feel like that knife. It sounds very Dexter psychopathic serial killer, but it doesn't feel like a knife kill. It just, I don't know, it's like I'm just slapping them. It's like slap, and then I just get like a little slap. But I wanted like that knife to, like, I don't know, have that motion into their body, and it just feels like a little bit more of that stabbing action. I feel like Robert De Niro when there's a story of Joe Pesci talking about Goodfellas, and I think it was, you know, giving him a speech at the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award and saying like, what behind the scenes of, you know, Goodfellas in that trunk scene where, you know, Robert De Niro is telling him, nah, you're stabbing him too quickly. You need to go in kind of slower a little bit, and it has to come out. You have to stab him this way. That's what it feels like. That's the kind of knife action that I want, and kind of what I sound like. And it's like questioning of how the hell do you know, Robert De Niro, how a knife should actually go into a dead body? But I don't know. It's like meleeing someone. Like, I think back in the day when even COD 2's melee action, you just hit him with like this your gun and like that wooden, I don't know, the end of the gun, that wooden part just knocks him out. It was so funny. It's like a weird action. So when they actually introduced a knife in, I think, COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2, it's like, this is what it should be like. This is how like you actually knife somebody. Like, you actually stab him. So I'm having a little bit of success with the knifing, and it's definitely an easy map to get some kills. And right there, I thought I'd waited so perfectly to get that guy, and I was like timing it. I knew it was around the corner, just could not get the dub. And I think Anakin, he stops knifing, and like, there he is. He starts shooting, and I'm like, oh, have you given up on the meat cleaver? What's going on now? You're switching it up, okay. And I think I still try to go for the knife kills as much as possible, and right there, it's just the last 30-20 seconds or so has just been absolute death and chaos, and I don't even know at this point like what's going on with the spawns. I'm just getting spawned into chaos, and I think this was the last match I had on Stakeout because I was just like, I needed a break. I needed to go do something else. I was like, let me play some headquarters or something like that, and mistakes were made as I'm trying to revive a guy. Just like, what am I doing? Why am I throwing grenades and just hanging around there? So nothing really, works out. You just need to like, call it quits, move on to a different game mode. Especially one where I could think like, maybe I could actually make a bit more of a difference here, because at some point, as much as you're trying to level up guns, you become the headless chicken that you've seen other people going around in this map, Like, what are you doing? Like, you break all your habits, felt so good to get Anakin there, by the way. Perfect, just leapt into me and it just went bang. But you become like the person that you see, around you, like all the craziness around you makes you, as he sticks me with a grenade, it makes you become that kind of crazy player, and all your habits that you've known from the other game modes that you play, the other maps that you do, just go out the window. You just become a different beast, become a person you don't even recognize. So look at that, 26 and 41. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And at that point I was like, nah, I'm not even like playing, correct. I don't know what I'm running around like just madness and hoping things get stuck to the wall. Nah, I'm gonna actually kind of have a bit more attention and intelligence when I'm playing my game. So that's what I do. But fun for a little bit, not forever, I think. But that's it for me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.